Why? Really? It's crazy. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Young Kenyans. So today is on a Saturday as I'm doing this live stream, and I just wanted to explain a few things. Yes, so welcome to the live stream. Please like the video, support my channel. This is Young Kenyans. We're gonna be talking about the finance bill that has created a lot of commotion, demonstration amongst the Kenyans. And during the demonstrations, I could not explain so much. So I want to take this opportunity to be able to answer a few questions, explain my thoughts about this whole situation. And guys, for the record, I don't support any violence. And one thing that I need to make it very clear, we are only talking about this situation because there are a few things that need to be understood clearly. So I need to just say a few things, and I hope you guys could be able to understand me. And you can also share your thoughts on the comment section and tell us what you think. Because when we share knowledge, when we exchange ideas, that's the only way you can be able to change this nation and help our country move forward. So you understand that there is this finance bill that is supposed to be passed before the end of this month. And before we come to the finance bill is supposed to, it's a legislation that is supposed to allow government to tax so that it can be able to generate revenue. And so the revenue that the government wants to collect is, is derived from the budget. So it's a budget that dictates the amount of government, the amount the government wants to generate. So you find that what is in the budget is what informs the amount of money that the government wants to collect. And that's where I want to base my argument. That's where I want to focus more, because that is where the problem is emanating, not the finance bill. We can fight the finance bill and fight it on the demonstration, the court, everywhere, but we have to get it correct on the budget, because that is the enemy of this country. That's where there is budgeted corruption, because there are some things that have been budgeted for that are not necessary, or people are hiding some items behind the budget so that they can be able to loot money and increase the budget is creating some loopholes for people to be able to loot and what have you. So this is where things need to be gotten correctly, because we are told that if this finance bill does not pass, then it means that we are not going to get services. But before the finance bill, what is it that we are really paying for? What are these items on the budget that we are getting, the tax is being increased on? You see, one thing that is very clear: we have to pay tax. That is an obligation. Any nation in the world, they have to rely on themselves. We have to use our own resources to finance our own activities. But at the end of the day, let any aspect that in the finance bill, in the budget, be a reflection of what people are receiving on the ground. Last year, which is 2023, we had still this contention of the finance bill, and eventually it passed, and the taxes were increased. The fuel levy was increased from the VAT on fuel was increased from 8% to 16%. And now we are having an increase again. And the president is on record saying that Kenya pays a lot tax compared to other nations. The amount of tax we are paying, I am not sure whether it is equivalent to the service that people receive. People in Europe pay a lot of tax, but they receive benefits. They receive services, because if you pay tax and you can only wake up and take your prepare your kids to go to school, the school fees is paid for. What do you call it? Like largely all the services are provided for. But now here in Kenya, you pay tax. The services you receive not equivalent. You don't receive direct benefit from the tax you pay. What you receive is at least you should be able to see the services that are being provided. So that is a problem. So guys, tell me what you think about this situation. Yeah, you can comment in the comment section and tell me, is this guys who are demonstrating, are they justified, or they're just making noise? I have seen an MP, I think the majority leader, saying that the people are on the streets, they are not in touch with what is happening. They are the people who are demonstrating and going for KFC. They are coming for the demonstration of Uber. I was there for the first time in my life. I've never participated in any mass demonstration, but I was there. I went to town by foot and I came back on foot. I did not use Uber like he was saying. I did not go to the whole day. I was fasting. So, and I am sure a majority of the people that were there, 90%, had the same experience as me. So, and I also seen another MP, I think the MP for Dagoret, saying that the pictures that are being posted online, they are photoshopped. He should watch my YouTube channel. He should watch the videos that I posted. I posted 10 episodes from that demonstration for the 2 days, and see the people who are on the streets. I have pictures, I have videos of the people, the real young people who are feeling the pain. People are not employed. For the first 3.5 years, I have been tamarking, looking for a job, and no success. I have a degree, BCom degree in accounting, CPA, and every other place I go to look for a job, if you're given for, there's no response. Not that these people are not ready to employ you, but they don't have the capacity to employ you. So this is a problem. We need to come to terms with the reality that people are really hurting. And you cannot increase tax 2023, and then 2024 you still want to increase more tax. You haven't even collected, we did not even achieve the target for last year. And then we are now talking about increasing more tax before you can even achieve or see the benefits. So you see, like the financing, the housing levy, you pay tax to build a house that you will not get. You will still buy that house. Let's say, for instance, you're paying that 2.5% tax on housing. Then if you need a house, you're not going to be given that house. You have to purchase it. So going back to the budget, because that's where I want to base my argument. That's where I want us to get it correctly. You see, like I saw the renovation for State House. When you're budgeting, you budget for the essential items, luxury items, and like you have the basic items. You budget for transportation, budget for the real budget, how you do your budgeting, and you budget for what you have. You don't budget for what you don't have. So where the government needs to get it correctly, they need to make sure that they are budgeting for things that they have. And then those are unessential items, like the numerous travels that are costing Kenyan so much money, flying private jets, and there's so much foreign travel. Then, buying of furniture. I have seen a budget as place where the furniture for, I don't know, for state house costing 1 billion. Guys, there are some things that can be forgone, at least for the sake of Kenyans who are hurting. And these MPs, however much they are saying that they are those who are supporting this cause, majority of them, they are happy. They are supporting this finance bill chini ya maji, kwa sababu utapata ya kwamba because they have been bribed with the increase of CDF, that's why they will support the bill, not because of something else, because they have been told that if you don't pass this bill and your CDF, you just need to forgo an increase on CDF. So there are things that need to be removed from the budget that are not necessary. Benchmarking, you not benchmarking, this what do you call them? There are some unnecessary things that are in this budget that can be forgone, and Kenyans, at least, they get some relief. So this is what I'm saying. We need to get it right on the budget. We need to make sure that the budget has the necessary items that are supporting common mwananchi. If you are told that if this finance bill is not going to go through, then the teachers for junior secondary are not going to be employed. Teachers are, you cannot even joke with teachers, because those are children. You're not playing with the children. That is a priority. Things like healthcare is a priority, security is a priority. But renovation of houses, there are things that can be removed from that budget, and Kenyans get some relief, so that at least we live within our means. And for the sake of sanity, the people who are in these public offices, if you know that there are some expenses that you really know that this money is not really necessary, for the sake of sanity, for the sake of Kenyans, for the sake of us who are unemployed, why can't you just allow that luxury, forgo that luxury, for the sake of taxpayers? Imagine, and that is the problem. When people are not in touch with what is happening on the ground, that is why they will not realize that there are things that they can go without. So this is what I am saying. This is what I think. We need to budget for things that are necessary. We need to realize that wananchi huku chini kwa ground wanaumia. Imagine msee hata ku afford rent ya 4,000 ni tricky sana. Then mtu mwingine anaenda anatumia 30,000 for a retreat in an hotel that whole trip will not even have any meaningful effect to the people of Kenya, to the border people, to the mama wa mboga and every other person. So guys, this is an appeal to the people who are in leadership. You need to really consider these people on the ground, what they feel. So guys, welcome to my channel. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think about this story. Alright, welcome guys. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let me know what you think about these stories as we continue sharing knowledge. So my take, we need where is it? Hi guys, welcome. Hello. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. This is Young Kenyans. We are coming live from Nairobi, Kenya. And where's my live stream? Not live, oh, it's live. I was checking on my laptop because I wanted to at least amend a few things. So guys, let me know what you think about this development. We can use this platform at least to be able to share our thoughts, and I hope someone somewhere will listen and at least they will be able to make some changes on this budget, because I've said that we can fight on the streets about the finance bill and make all the noises, but essentially we have to go back to the budget and make some amendment and only have the necessary items. There are so many things that people are taking advantage, and I really want to appeal to anyone that needs to listen. There are many people who are even going without food. So many Kenyans who are not going to school because they can't afford school fees. So many unemployed youth that are really looking for that opportunity. So the best thing you can be able to do is just avoid those unnecessary expenses that are not necessary, that you can save and help a young person or someone somewhere to get some meaningful life. Unajua, I think tunafaa kuemulate Tanzania, at least tukuwe na ule undugu, tukuwe na ule upendo wa kujua ya kwamba kuna Mkenya pahali anaumia. I was following this let me just draw you back to the scenes that you saw in my videos prior. If you haven't watched, I followed the demonstration, the demolition that was happening in Mathare, and I could really feel the pain of these people losing their homes, however much they were being told that they are built on riparian land. These are the pain that Kenyans are going through, losing a home. Imagine umepigwa na mafuriko, baada ya wiki moja nyumba inakuja inabomolewa na una mahali pa kwenda. First of all, you have been rendered homeless because of the floods. Then when you are trying to rebuild your life and start all over again, then you get another tragedy of now entirely losing where you have been calling home. Guys, we need to have some kind of sense. We need to have kind of humanity. Tukuwe na ile undugu ya kwamba huyu ni Mkenya anaumia, tunaweza msaidia vipi? Si ile ya kwamba it's like we are condemning the humanity, the human life in this country. Kama una kazi wewe endelea kuumia kivyako. It's not supposed to be like this, because tunafaa kuwa na ndugu, tuone kwamba huyu ni Mkenya anaumia, anahitaji usaidizi na tumpe usaidizi unaofaa, lakini si I just feel they lack the word to just explain all these things. Guys, please, if someone can listen, let's just do the right things. Let's do the budget for things that are necessary. Yeah? 800 million for confidential use. What is that confidential that really needs all that money? Imagine 10 million for internet connection to an office. How on earth you need 10 million? I only use 1500 per day, sorry, per month on internet connection. Although it's one unit for my personal use, even an office, I doubt if it requires all that money. So there are some expenses that can be forgone, and at least we save money for other use, maybe to fund education. There is one disturbing thing I normally say. Why do MPs need CDF so that they can be able to pay for bursaries for children? Why can't all this money, imagine an MP has CDF, MCA also has his own kitty to go and offer the bursaries. Then we have governors also doing the bursaries. Then we have even I saw even the deputy president on his budget. He has something to do with fundraising something for, I think, children or something. So why can't all this money be consolidated and be taken to schools and fund the education system? Because this CDF thing is something that has allocated to MPs and the people leadership to be able to corrupt the citizens to elect them. An MP who pays a higher CDF is the one who gets elected. So why would an MP, and you find that, and that's why the problem comes, unapea MP 100 million ya CDF, unapata ya kwamba the amount that has been used in actual sense, if it can be audited, you'll be surprised that only 30 million or maybe 50 million was actually used in the development. So all that other money has gone to waste, and or they are using that money to, go and give handouts to people so that they can sing their tune. So I find it something that is not necessary to have MPs given a CDF. Let this money be consolidated, and if it's about building schools, let each school, all this money be given to kila shule, ikuwa ipewe pesa yake ya development, ikuwa inajulikana pesa ya CDF ya maybe let's say, give an example, Mwingi West ni 100 million. Hii 100 million yote igawanye among the schools that are in that constituency, so that kila shule ikipewa, let's say kila shule hata ikipewa 100,000, inajulikana ya kwamba shule fulani ilipewa this amount of money and this is what is expected from that school. Unlike where you give all that money to one person, and then if they decide to waste all that money, then the whole constituency loses the development. I've only seen, I think, a very few constituencies that are really working, and my only one that I think maybe it can be used as a standard for benchmarking is the Kiaru constituency, where the MP is Dingy Nyoro. So why is it that Dingy Nyoro can be able to tarmac the roads in Kiaru, be able to have what do you call them, schools very nice schools built on that consistency, yet their adjusted consistency does not have the same development. What is the standard of measure? Because if this CDF is given to the MPs to do development, then they are supposed to be at least a standard of measure. If your counterpart is doing ABCD, then you're supposed to also to be doing the same. Why is it that there are so much disparity when it comes to development of different constituencies? It means that some are using their money correctly, others are looting their money. So that is a problem. We need to make sure that when this money is being budgeted and it is utilized very well. The utilization of the money that is being collected from taxpayers is a problem, because you find that so much money is collected, but so little is going to development. Then we now think that there is no enough money for development. Yet there is a lot of money. The only problem is that most of that money is going to people's pocket. Majority of it is going to people's pocket instead of it going to development, going to help the real people who are suffering. Guys, like the video, subscribe to my channel. My name is Young Kenyans. I'm doing this live stream from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm just trying to explain a few things, and you can also share your thoughts on the comment section, or what you think about this teething problem that is happening in Kenya. And if you have been watching my videos that I have uploaded in the recent past, you have seen the demonstration that has been happening for the last 1 week about the finance bill. It's not that Kenyans do not want to pay tax. They only want accountability for the amount of tax that is being collected. The ones that have already been collected, what is being used for? The amount that we are budgeting for, is it actually going to help Kenyans, or we are budgeting, we are hiding behind the budget for things that are not really actual? Because you find that even and I am an auditor, we need to have Kenyans audit every department, every office, to know how much is every department allocated, how much are they using it, how much is actually being used. I once participated in a government project. I don't want to mention it, and I saw a lot of wastage. You are given transport to attend an event, then you are actually transported using a government vehicle. You have been given money, let's say to transport money, let's say 5,000 for transportation. Then at the same time you are transported with a government vehicle. So you find that that is double money being used. So I say it's like pesa imetumika mara mbili, because this facility that has transported you, and at the same time you have been given money. So you find that there is just need to be some streamline on how these funds are used. Kuna watu wanateka advantage ya kuwa kwa ofisi waanze kuibia Wakenya. Let's have some conscience and realize that Kenyans need real services. Let me see something here. Okay. Alright guys, kindly like the video, subscribe to my channel. My name is Young Kenyans. Let me know what you think about this development that is happening in Kenya. We need to share our thoughts about this whole story, so that at least, when we share our thoughts together, we can help shape this country. Because if we leave it to a few people to make decisions, then we are excluding ourselves from the leadership. And we need to use these platforms that we can be able to voice our grievances and help shape this country shape the leadership, because at the end of the day, if we share knowledge, we can be able to make things go in the right direction. So my concern, and I said from the start of this video, is the budget, because that's where we have gotten things wrong. That's where we have budgeted for things that I feel we can do away with. We need to audit that budget. And we are being told that we are paying for debts. And before the government came into power, they said that there was mismanagement of public resources by the previous government. We haven't seen any action. We haven't seen any audit of the debts that this country is paying for. The 11 trillion, or whichever amount that we are paying, we need to do an audit of all these debts that we are paying. Where did all this money go to? Because you find that we are paying, but all the debt that this country is supposed to pay back, which facility did they work on? Tunalipia vitu zenye hata tujui. Tunafaa at least we know that at least we are paying for something that we can be able to see tangible. And you see, like even like the expressway that was done by previous administration, we can say that it is a good facility, but some of these infrastructure development, they are inflated. Zina unapata the amount of money that is said to be used on that project is way too far from the actual amount that has been spent. So we need to at least audit all these debts that were paid. Tujue zilienda wapi, who really benefited if there was mismanagement, so that at least we can have people returning the fund that they took. Alright guys, so that are my thoughts. I hope you have been able to listen to what I was saying, and please, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and also share your thoughts on the comment section. Let me know what you think about this situation that is happening in our country. This is Kenya in East Africa, and Kenya is the third developed country in Africa, and we need at least to be able to do something for our country and take it to the first front. Let's surpass Nigerians and South Africa in terms of development, and we can only do that if we participate in the leadership. If we can be able to get it right in the leadership, we can be able to get it right when it comes to managing our resources. We can be able to eliminate corruption in our country. That will be the best thing that can help our country move forward. But if we allow budgeted corruption to continue and we don't speak, then we are allowing impunity to continue in this country. It is about time. And I have seen some MPs were saying that these days, these young people who are on the streets, they are just misguided. I'm telling you, these people have they have some brains, they have some knowledge, they have gone to school. These are graduates who have some papers, but they don't have a meaningful engagement. So you cannot wish them out and say that these are not real hustlers. These are not real Kenyan people who are hurting from this finance bill. These are Kenyans, they are youth, they are people who are living in this country. They have not been imported from another country to come and demonstrate. So long as they are within our boundaries, they are speaking sense to things that are happening in this country, we need to listen. We need to at least be able to make some sense on the things that they are saying, because this is the truth. You've seen the, please, if you have not watched the videos that I posted, you can be able to see the videos that I posted. Those are, I can say, the people that I was able to see on the streets. I am sure they were more than 500,000 people, and those are young people only. And I can tell you, because it was a working day, that was on Tuesday and Thursday, all these people were on the streets. They were on the streets because they were not at their place of work. They did not have a job to go and work. So all those who are unemployed youths all need to work. And if you wish them away and say that these are misguided youths, then we are doing a big mistake. That is a big mistake. For the people who are just wishing, saying that these are iPhone guys, these are KFC guys, and that is a big mistake, and someone needs to apologize for using that statement. It is very, very wrong to say that these people are doing this because they have been bought to go and demonstrate. No one took me out of my house to go to town. And I said, I walked from Allsops to town. That is around 6 kilometers, back and forth. Those are 12 kilometers walking. If I had money, I did not even have the 260 for Uber. So if someone is saying that these are people are not in touch with the reality, then that is something that I don't even know where they got that from. Then another one is saying that the pictures that are on social media are photoshopped. I have the real pictures on this gadget that I am doing this live stream from. I can share with that person who was saying that they were photoshopped. Those are real Kenyans. Those are the real young people who are feeling the pinch when it comes to high taxation, that they are not even seeing the meaningful resources and impact from what they are paying. The increase on tax from previous year, that is 2023, to the increase of VAT on fuel. We haven't even seen the development. Then we are now increasing again to more and more taxes. We need at least to see some development for the already collected taxes. We need to make sure that the things that are being budgeted for, they are the right things that are going to do development for the Kenyans. So guys, that is what I want, at least you and me, to be able to share this knowledge and be able to at least make this information be passed to the people who are leadership. And my appeal to anyone that need to listen, at least tukuwe na ule undugu, tujue ya kwamba when we are making some decisions, zina affect mtu ule ako pale chini, zina affect ule mtu the slogan that was used, mama mboga, watu wa mkokoteni. Hata watu wa mkokoteni hawana kazi. Watu wa bodaboda saizi everywhere nikitembea wamekaa tu. They don't even have they can't get a single day, they can only get, let's say, like 200 shillings. That is not even enough to pay for food per day. Not even enough to fuel their motorbikes. Mama mboga anachukua mboga kwa soko, hawezi uza yote. So these are the real scenarios that we really need to talk about. We really need to do things that are really necessary. Tunafaa tuwe tujue kwamba Wakenya wanaumia. When we are saying that if this budget does not go through, not budget, but the finance bill does not go through, then the teachers are not going to be employed. That is a necessity. We can do away with other things, but we can't joke with the children of this country. And one thing that Kibaki government did, what was really commendable, was to make the primary education free. But we need to do much more to make sure that young people are enlightened. It is because of this free education for the primary schools and some advancement in education that has enlightened the young people, and we have realized that we are being taken for a ride when it comes to this budgeting. So we need to do more of investment in education so that young people can really know what is happening, because education is the key. It is going to make sure people learn, people be able to at least know the things that are happening in this country and contribute effectively, not from propaganda. Tusipeane propaganda kwa social media, tuseme ukweli ambao utasaidia Mkenya. Tusiseme vitu zenye haziko. Wacha watu wasome, they really know what is happening in this country, and then from point of information they're going to make the right decisions. Right guys, please like the video. We only have one like, and I can see we have people on this live stream, so if we can have at least more likes coming through, I would really appreciate. So let's continue growing this channel. I really appreciate your love and support. We have grown tremendously, and I want to request you, please continue support this channel, because, and you know, the reason I haven't even said the reason why I was passionate and I was in this demonstration for the first time in my life. The previous demonstrations, I was not participating. I was sitting in the house and just be watching the TV. But these past two, I was presently in the middle of the demonstration, because imagine for the last 3 years and a half without a job. And then out of the frustration, out of this, all this situation, I decided to come on social media and create content, be a content creator, be an influencer on YouTube. And then what happens? 20% tax on content creators. Imagine 20%, and then imagine you pay 20% to the government, then you pay 30% to YouTube. You are remaining with how much? 50%. So that means that umetoka kwa unemployment thinking that when you start content creation, at least it will change your life. Then things now go south. Why do you have even to tax a platform that has not even grown? It is on the initial stages. Content creation has not even there. Very few people know about content creation. Majority of people have not even learned about what is content creation. Then you're now starting to tax it. At least they could have given it at least 5 to 10 years for the platform to grow, for the people at least to get on board and at least stabilize, before even the content creators can be able to stabilize and know how the tricks and the tips of the content creation. You have now started taxing them. That is the one thing that, and the main thing that made me to go to the streets. You are taxing a digital platform that has not even grown. And a small content creator like me is only earning less than $100 per month. And then the $100, you still tax it. Imagine. So it means that if you get, let's say for instance, if you are really lucky, and if you are starting content creation, it can be really hard. It took me a whole 1 year for me to be monetized. Then for you to make $100 per month, that is, I have seen it. So imagine if you are lucky and you get that $100, you pay 30% to YouTube, then you pay 20% to the government. So you're left with 50%, which is around, in Kenya, that is around 5,000. 5,000, you can't even pay rent. You cannot even pay transport. You cannot even pay food. So how are you going to survive? So it's like now the whole thing is to strangle young people to continue in this kind of poverty situation, to make sure the young people do not rise up. I think that is the situation, because now young people have discovered that they can use TikTok and YouTube and social media to do content, and at least to better their lives, because there is no other option that is giving them opportunities to better their lives. Now, when they have now turned on social media to do content, you are coming for them on that space that they are creating for themselves. Why can't you just make the environment somehow conducive for the young people, at least to thrive, somehow at least to have a better life? They don't even, most of these young people, they are living on mandondo and rice and chapu, some unhealthy food, and then before they can even survive on that dondo and the chapu thing, you're coming for them. Really, I felt really agitated, because, and this is something that is directly affecting me as a content creator, as a newcomer on content creation, after so many years of suffering. Then when you are now trying to come out of this situation, you're pinned down. This is one thing that, and you see, when they were removing all these taxes on the bread and the vehicle, about content creation, they do not talk about it. Meaning, they are really serious about taxing content creators. And if you are a content creator, we really need to use this platform and share our grievances, because it is about time that we really fight for our own. Very serious about this, because you know how hard, if you're a content creator, you know how hard it is to get even 1,000 subscribers. It took me 1 year and I think 3 months to get to 1,000 subscribers. It took me 1 year, 6 months to get to monetization. Imagine all that struggle. That's how hard it is. And then please share your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me what you think. Am I overreacting on this because it's directly affecting me, or tell me what you think. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. This is JM Kaundu. We are coming live from Nairobi, Kenya, trying to explain a few things about this whole situation that is really brought a lot of discussion in Kenya. And if something is not, if people are not really talking about it, then it doesn't make sense. But when you find people are really enlightened about something and they are really talking about it, it's something that is really affecting Kenyans. And it's about time we have this conversation and really talk about these things and help the government understand the pain we are going through, like for content creators. And the one thing that made me happy when I was on the streets on the Nairobi CBD, I could see many content creators, many celebrities on the streets trying to make sure that their voices are heard. So if you are one of the content creators that are on the streets and you are really voicing your grievances out there, congratulations. A big thumbs up for you, and let's team up and make sure that we make some sensible discussion about this, because this conversation, we are the people who are going to enlighten the youths. We are the people who are going to enlighten our parents who are not literate enough, who are not privileged to get education like we have been. So we need to use this platform to help shape the conversation and not use propaganda. Let's use the right information, the information that is going to make sure that people can be able to understand what is happening. So my call is, let's use this platform like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram to be able to advance this conversation and make sure that the right discussion is happening. So thank you so much for being part of this community. Thank you so much for being part of JM Kaundu YouTube channel. And please, if you're new to my channel, subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel. And let's continue talking. Use the comment section. Say your thoughts on the comment section. And I'm sure if we continue talking, we can make some meaningful impact for prosperity. I saw when I was in streets, I met with some young people, and they were telling me Baba is now supposed to retire because young people are there to at least stand for what Baba used to fight for. You remember most of the demonstration in this country have been characterized by Raila Amolo Odinga, and now the young people are saying that it is their time to be on this space and make sure that the right things are being done. And I said on the onset when I was starting this live stream, the right things are all they are supposed to be gotten on the budget. That's where we have the problem. We can do so much a demonstration about the finance bill to fail, but the most important thing, we need to audit the budget. We need to see what is on that budget. What are the items? And in my next video or in my next live stream, I will need to get to those details. I will add a few details, but I will make sure that we have this budget with us and discuss every point and get to know what are these things that are being budgeted for. How can we make sure that they are the right things? And for like my financiers and accountants like myself, we need to audit this budget. Independent audit. Please like the video so that we can make sure that we get the right things at the budget. If we get it right at the budget, then we will not complain that we are being overtaxed. I say that Europe in the Western world, they pay more tax than Kenyans. And that's where the president is basing his argument that, other people are paying more tax than Kenyans. Kenyans are paying less tax. But even the taxes that we are paying, are we getting commensurate development? The kind of infrastructure that are being done, are they equivalent to the amount that is actually supposed to be spent? Or let's say I will give an example of the SGR. That is something that I think 5 years after it was commissioned, it's supposed to be paying for its own debts. Why do you have to do a project that cannot pay back the amount that was used to develop it? Why should we have such projects? We should have projects that can be able to stand on their own. That's the thing that we need to make sure that is being done. We have projects that can be able to fund themselves, but not to use taxpayers' money, do a project, then we still use taxpayers' money to continue supporting the project. It doesn't make sense. Completely does not make sense. And it's about time we say these things so that they can be corrected. And the people who are getting to leadership, you need to have some conscience and realize that people are suffering and make the right decisions. And that's why I am also saying that we need to get it right when it comes to voting leaders in this country. We are allowing people to get to offices when they are not eligible. People are coming with their 50 notes, 50 shillings notes, 100 shillings notes and giving you. Then you allow them. That someone has corrupted you, has bought you. Also, sorry, they have used the money to buy the voters. And when they get to power, they use that opportunity to continue looting. Let's have people of integrity. People can be able to stand for the truth. People can be able to stand for the rights of the Kenyans, but not the opposite. We get people to leadership, then they go and benefit themselves. We need to get it right at the ballot. Right, what I'm saying. Let's get the right leaders at the ballot. And the best way to get the right leaders at the ballot is by, being able to at least do background check of someone. What has been their track record? What have they done? Just because someone has got a lot of money does not give them the eligibility to be leaders. That's the problem. We like myself, if I go to my constituency today and say that I want to be an MP, I want to represent these people, just because I don't have money to go and give people during barazas, to go and give money during funerals and other events, I will not be elected. That is not supposed to be the basis of electing leaders to this country. We need to elect leaders based on what they can be able to offer. But now, our problem, that person who gives a lot of money in a funeral or in an arambi is the one that is elected to leadership. Something that is very wrong. Someone who has a lot of money is the one that is given opportunity to lead. Guys, we need to make sure that, and I'm not saying that having money and getting to it wrong. I'm only saying that we need to make sure that we do background check for every leader that is claiming to be given opportunity to lead, and make sure that we are making the right decision at the ballot. That is my call. And then when these leaders are elected to the Ghost House, let them interrogate the budget and make sure that the budget and the people, the resources, that how they are being allocated is on the right call. Because we are allocating resources to things that are not really necessary. There are some of the things we can, as leaders, they can go without. Because why would you want to accumulate all the resources to yourself at the expense of someone at the grassroots who is suffering? Someone's child cannot go to school because they don't have money. Why can't all these resources people accumulate, at least relinquish them, to give people opportunities, equal opportunities for everyone? That is, I think, the best thing. Let's give equal opportunity to every single Kenyan to be able to have a decent life. And if we can be able to do that, then Kenya will be the best place to live in. And we can make this country an attractive hub for every investor to come and invest in this country. And the only way to do that is to get the right leaders to do the right things. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. My name is JM Kaundo, and I appreciate your love and support for this channel. So please click that like button, comment in the comment section, let me know what you think. Am I really making outrageous comments? Let me know your thoughts about this thing. And when we stop talking, that is the moment we allow wrong decisions to be made for us. It is about time we made our voices be heard. We contribute to the discussion of this country and make sure there is equal opportunities for every single Kenyans, right? So thank you so much for watching the video. I had planned to do a 1 hour live stream, and we are at that point. Hello Kugufanda, how are you? Thank you for coming to my live stream. I really appreciate you, my friend. We are talking about a finance bill that has elicited a lot of discussion in this country, and I hope you have been able to see the discussion online, and it's something that I saw I needed to speak about to my followers, at least to be able to understand why Kenyans and young people are on the streets and not elderly people. The people on the streets are, I think, even they are young people as young as 18 years. So, and they just want to say that they are not happy. They just want to say that they are unemployed and they need opportunities for them to be able to have some meaningful life for themselves and their families, because these are people who are just finishing school, or they are at the college, they are trying to start their families, and then the more taxes and more taxes that is, making their lives unbearable. So that is the conversation, and we need to continue this conversation on the comment section, and share our thoughts about all these problems, and make sure that we get things done in the right way. So my take, let's get it at the budget. Let's and I'm giving you a challenge, guys. Let's make sure that we get, if you are Kenyan or you're interested part in this discussion, let's get the budget, let's read the budget and know what is in that budget, and be able to question every item on that budget. Because if we can be able to have a discussion on that budget, we can be able to really know why are we having more taxes increased, and can we get accountability for every cent that is being requested for. So guys, thank you so much. Yeah, you can also share your thoughts and tell me what you think. Let me get our cup of water, and please like the video. We only have one like, and I would really appreciate if you can like this video, because whenever you like this video, let me tell you one secret. YouTube algorithm, when you like the video, is told that this video needs to get to many people as possible, and in so doing we can be able to get these videos going viral. So please do me that favor. If you're part of this community, please like the video, and subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel. My name is Young Kenyans, a content creator in Nairobi, Kenya. So thank you so much for being part of this channel. Yes, give me a minute to get water, and then we continue this conversation. I can see we have more people, and please share your thoughts, and then we can be able to continue. Thank you. Right, I'm back, guys. So where are you watching me from? Yeah, so let me know where you're watching me from, and what do you think about this conversation? Do you think young people are overblowing this issue? For the record, paying taxes is an obligation of every citizen. We cannot evade it. So we cannot avoid paying taxes. We can only evade. Tax avoidance. Sorry, what do you say? So we have to pay taxes, but the conversation is the amount of tax we are paying, let it be equivalent to the resources that we are receiving. They are definitely a Western power helping this bill go forward in the state. Text. Hey, I've seen your comment. Is it true that Western powers are pushing for this bill to go through? I've seen, and you know, President Ruto allowed people to discuss the whole thing, but at some point I have seen he's now changing the tune and saying that it must go through. So when you say that some Western powers are pushing, maybe or maybe not, I'm not sure. But if that is the case, then I think it's very unfortunate. We're supposed to have our own decision making, independent decision making. It's hard. It's hard enough to raise family if you don't have money to do it. Yeah. So when we have these taxes, you know, and especially for young people who are just trying to start their own lives, and then you stuff them with this kind of punitive taxes, then you are making their life unbearable and making even even having a family to you get scared. You cannot even think about it. So that is one thing that is really uh, hard for Kenyans. So the main reason for a Western nation. Okay, I understand you. So, and you know, when people are overtaxed, you kind of know you cannot even have a bigger family. You just have to, and sometimes that's why you find that even some people do not even want to start families, because you can imagine if you start a family and then the resources that you have are not even enough to sustain you as an individual. Then when you get another responsibility and you have to take care of, then it becomes very difficult. So we need to understand, or the government need to understand that they are really starving people and making them their life unbearable. Right, so thank you so much guys for watching this video, and please like the video, subscribe my channel. I really appreciate your contribution, and we need to have this conversation going forward, because and you know the reason why I'm so happy is that young people have really woken up. Western nations also support the breakup of marriage. Just uh, Western nations also support the breakup of marriages. Just procreate with. Really? Why would they support that breakup of marriages? But you know, indirectly, I think they can indirectly, because for instance, we have this kind of unbearable life, and you know, money is a key thing nowadays. A relationship have become transactional. So if there is no money factor in the whole family, then it becomes very difficult. So when they kinda make it hard for families to thrive, then breakups happen. So because they think it's unnecessary. Yeah, of course. So what my take is, if life becomes too hard, and from what I've said, that the relationship are kind of transactional, if there is no that support system, then it becomes too hard for even families to thrive. And that's why even in Kenya right now, there are so many breakups that are happening, so many divorce cases, uh, even very many single parents, and it's because of this kind of situation. When we have a family setup that really is kind of overburdened, it becomes scary for you to continue in the family union. So that is one thing that and you know, one thing, like these developing countries, they need the population to be able to support industrialization, because you need cheap labor. But when you discourage the growth of a family unit, then it is very early at this point. Industrialization will become a very difficult thing to achieve when the family unit is not growing. When we don't have the population to support industrialization, then it becomes very difficult for any country. And it is about time African countries realize that they need to support the growth of their industry, the growth of their families, because it starts as a family. If we get it wrong at the family level, then it becomes very hard for any nation to thrive. So, well, okay. I've spoken for the last 1 hour. So I need you guys to share your thoughts. Thank you, Mufanta. How are you doing? I hope everything is okay in US. So thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for supporting this channel, and please continue supporting me in whichever way possible, so that we can continue to voicing our concerns. And something very strange. You remember we came from the floods that were really devastating. Then immediately from the floods, we came to the demolitions. Another devastation affecting Kenyans on the grassroots, the people at the bottom of the pyramid. Then, thank you, Fanda, thank you. Then we now transition to increasing of taxes. Really, guys. So where are we going? We make like a series of events that are really coming to the Kenyans. I really don't know, guys. It's really something that I really don't understand. From one tragedy to another, then another. What next? Please tell me, what next from this? What next after this tax thing? What else is coming? People lost life from the floods. The Maimayu people, very sorry. And then Madare, where we are, people losing their lives, losing their homes, losing their properties. Then as that was not enough, bulldozers coming. Immediately, this after 1 week, we have the demolition happening. Then before even people could, the last episode I did, I think today is on Saturday. I think the last episode I did around, I think 3 days ago. That's when we did the last episode. Then immediately the same week, we are having this conversation. So I'm kinda not really sure what will be next. So guys, please tell me, what do you think? What do you think? And from my friend from the US, was saying that the Western countries support this high taxation. If they do, then and I think that the IMF, the World Bank, I'm sure they are the ones probably supporting this whole thing, because they are saying that Kenyans are not taxed enough, and if you are not going to increase taxes, we are not going to give you loans. So I think probably this is just allegedly, we are being overtaxed, so that the government can be able to show or prove that it has resources to pay the loans that is getting from the IMF and World Bank. That is, I think we are the government is kind of using this tactic to be able to convince the lending institution that they can be able to we can be able to repay our loans. But the real sense is that Kenyans are suffering. So can we get the right things being done? Can we stop budgeted corruption? And one of the budgeted corruption I have said on this channel, and I am very convinced about it, is about NGCDF. This fund that is normally given to MPs, that is a way of corrupting MPs so that they can be able to support the government. If MPs are denied, they are denied CDF today, they will not vote 215 of them. Is it 215 or around 200 something that voted for yes? They will not vote all that. They will not vote all that people. I'm very sure. If CDF was removed out of the equation, we will not have all that people that voted for that bill. Trust me on this. We can take that to the nearest bank. If CDF was removed, if CDF can be removed out of the equation and they are told that it is not going to be a factor, 100% that vote will go for a runoff. So that is one of the budgeted corruption that we have in this country, and we need to say that CDF, instead of CDF, it needs to be removed. Why do you have to MPs pay for bursaries for children? Why can't all this money be taken directly to schools to support education? Why does an MP have to have a bursary kit? Governor doing the same, MCA doing the same, senator doing the same. Name it, every leader in this country, they pay for bursary. They support children. All this money that they are doing all this, why can't it be used directly to support learning institutions? Make education free, totally free. The only thing you need to do, prepare your child, take them to school. They learn, they come back to home. Why can't that? Why is it that hard to do that? Tell me, why is it so hard for government to do this? All this money that they are redistributing to each one of them for them to contribute to Harambes. Why is it that they can't use that money to directly take that money to schools and ensure that learning institutions are working? Right now, going to university has become too hard. Tell me, guys. So, well, it is what it is. Please share your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me what you think about this situation, because I think we need to talk. We need to have this conversation and make sure that we get our voices heard. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and let's continue sharing our thoughts on the comment section. I would really appreciate your comments. I will be able to respond to every comment, and you can also share my channel, my videos to your friends and family, so that we can have this conversation growing beyond this live stream. So thank you so much for being part of this amazing channel. Please like the video and tell me what you think. You remember, the good thing is that I'll be here to cover every episode of this demonstration, so that we can get the voices of Kenyans, what they're saying. Yeah, so if you haven't watched my videos, you haven't watched the videos that I posted, I think 2 days ago, please watch and tell me what you think. What I think some nice episodes covering this demonstration, and I will continue doing so because we need to make sure that every single conversation in this country is documented. So thank you guys for being part of the JM Count YouTube channel. I have created a new podcast. I'll be going live on my podcast every week, once in a week. So check JM Count Live. My podcast is live, guys. So please join my podcast and be able to continue this conversation beyond this YouTube channel. You can have a conversation on my podcast, and we continue growing and having this conversation, because I think the best thing that has ever happened is at least they have allowed social media. I thought maybe with the growth of the Jay-Z's and millennia, I'm not a part of the Jay-Z's. I am old enough to be past that. So at least they are not saying that, or they are not stopping the social media. And you know, this whole thing is organized on social media. I hope one day they will not wake up and say that we are stopping TikTok, we are stopping YouTube, we are stopping social media in this country, because I think they can go that direction, because you know, that is our strength. That is the strength of young people, and that's why I am asking you guys, grow this channel and make it. The more we grow, the more we continue thriving, they will not be able to stop. But if we are few people on these platforms, then they can use their forces and stop us. Before they stop us, let's make sure that we take good use of this, and don't use propaganda. Let's use the right information. We are educated as young people, we have the information. Let's use that tool to advance our conversation in the right way. Let's use their words. Let's hold them accountable through their words, through their actions. Right? So thank you guys for being part of this channel. I wish to end this live stream in the next 8 minutes or 7 minutes thereabout, because I had purpose to do this live stream for 1 hour. It's now 1 hour 20 minutes. So I invite questions, invite comments for the next 7 minutes, and then they will be able to call it a day. And we move on to paying our bills, because beyond this social media, we also have bills to pay. You can imagine it's around end month, and guys, if you can be able to send me a super chat, you can be able to send me a super thanks on my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate. You can also, you know, contribute to the success of this channel, because you can imagine, like I was saying, going for maandamano or going for this demonstration from where I am to town, 6 kilometers, and I had to walk back and forth. But I'm not complaining, because sometimes we just have to sacrifice. We have to sacrifice our own. We have to sacrifice our comfort. So that's why I had to walk from here to town and back, and make sure that I document this. So, but if you feel that you can be able to contribute, my number is on my description box. You can send me an MPESA, and I will really appreciate your love and support. And we continue growing, and we continue doing this, because it is our responsibility as young people to make sure that we document, we get our voices heard. And please like the video, subscribe to my channel. My name is JM Kaundu, and I love you so much, guys, for being part of this amazing channel. Yes, guys, so thank you so much. I invite questions, I invite comments, suggestions, You can share your thoughts on the comment section about what you think about this whole development that is happening in our country. As I said, I am a happy young person in this country because young people are realizing we have been taken for a ride for too long. It is about time we make our contributions on the table, but not to only come on the table when it's too late, when decisions have already been made, and we are only going to rubber stamp and allow things to continue. So thank you so much. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. What is happening? Okay, shift +254 708 78 75 58. Okay guys, so thank you for being part of this amazing channel. Please like the video, subscribe, like, and leave a sweet comment, and be respectful. Don't use insultive words. Let's just use this platform for positivity. Let's advance positive criticism to the government and make sure that they learn what's happening to the young people of this country. Yes guys, so thank you. I am now almost to the tail end of this video. If you have been watching this far, you are 1% of the people who succeed in life, and the successful people look like you and the Greater Manchester United. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love, and please share my videos with your friends and your family members. And if you are Kenyan and you participated in Tuesday and Thursday's demonstration, sorry, you participated in the demonstration that was happening in those 2 days, let me know, what was your experience? What was your experience? And one thing, sorry, I did not say this. Okay, I meant to learn that one person lost his life during the demonstration, and I wish to send my condolences to the family members. Really sorry, it was not meant to happen. The guy that was shot, I remember seeing him during the demonstration, although I left very early. I have a problem with my phone. It keeps on losing, sorry, the battery is kind of very weak. So my battery ran low at around 4 p.m. So I left very early. But that person that was shot, I saw him. Perhaps he might have been even appeared on my videos. I am not sure. I will also check on that. And so when I heard those news, I was really shocked to learn that such things happened. It was really unfortunate. And you know, these young people are really peaceful, and they are even saying we are peaceful. So it's not necessary to use force for people who are not even harmed. Yeah. If someone is harmed or is causing any kind of unnecessary disturbance. That's the only time. But you could see even the video clip that I have seen online. Those people were running away. I'm not very good at interpreting such thing, but you could see they are running away. So there is no way they were in any way danger to anyone. So the decision to fire a live bullet, whoever did that, it was very wrong, extremely wrong. So I'm very sorry to the family members and every person that was affected. For those who are injured, really sorry. So I pray that one day we will have or we will grow to a place where we can be able to have a demonstration that we will not have to lose any single person, because it is not necessary to lose a young person just like that. So thank you guys for being part of this channel. Yes, so I'm trying to right, so what are your thoughts? Please share your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me what you think. As I'm trying to wind up this conversation, we are about to wind up. So if you the finance economics, what is this? Economic impact, personal finance. Please now talk to me, guys. Talk to me. I say that I already now have a podcast that will be going live every week. So if you want to support me, please head over to JM Kaundo Live. That is my podcast, where I will be sharing insightful information. And please be part of that family. We can make it. And please support me whichever way you can. And I will really appreciate your love and support. So thank you so much for being part of JM Kaundo YouTube channel. Yes, let me know where you're watching me from. Yes, so that I can be able to appreciate you. So I only had one comment from a Kungu Fanda, who I know is in US. So my UK family, Sunday Boss, and Patrick, I have not seen you. So let me know, you guys, where you're watching me from, and share your opinion about this discussion. And please like the video. Please like the video, because whenever you like my video, that's where you can be able to make my videos continue growing viral. So, well, thank you for your support. Please. Okay. I've been able to talk for the last 1 hour 30 minutes, so I'm kind of thirsty. That's why I'm taking some water so that I can cool my throat. Right, so Tuesday we'll have another serious episodes, because I think that will be this. We'll be having the third reading, because the bill passed through second reading, so it will be going to the third reading. That is on the Tuesday, and stay tuned for that, because I will be here to have you informed about what is happening. And I pray so much that we will have a peaceful and no one will be hurt during that event on Tuesday. And I also pray that the legislators will see the sense And one thing, and this is my, I'm not trying to be selfish, but it's really a reality for every content creator. We need to talk about this. We cannot be a strongly content creator. Then before we can even stabilize, we are being strangled out of this content creation. It's like strangulation. Content creators are being strangled to get out of this space. Or maybe it's because content creators are now the voice of the voiceless. Because our leadership, our MPs are not representing us, they are representing themselves. They are fighting for their CDF. So I think content creators, influencers are the voices for the young people, for the next generation. They are people who are standing for the voiceless, and that's why maybe they are being taxed, they are being silenced. I think one way or the other, the government is trying to silence this social media space by taxing content creators. Is a way of telling, choking the content creators so that they don't continue sharing this information. You could be able to see how passionate content creators were there to showcase what was happening. And if they are taxed, if the cameras, like right now I'm shooting using my phone, and it's very old. I think it is more than 5 years old. The battery is very tired. It can't even shoot video for 2 hours straight, not even 2 hours, 1 hour straight. So it can only last for 1 hour. That is how serious it. My battery has really worn out. So now, before I could even advance to get even a nice camera. The cameras themselves are being excise duties imposed on them. So you can't even buy a camera from a nice camera because they're becoming very expensive. So that's a problem. Imagine for you to get some nice gears for content creation, it is going to become very expensive. Leave alone that the amount that you are receiving on this YouTube space or TikTok or any social media, it's subjected to tax. So it means that the amount that you are going to receive is not very little to even support yourself. So you'll not even be able to survive, leave alone be able to grow. That's the tragedy. Survival is not possible. So even the growth and the advancement, another problem. So please, if you can be able to tell the truth about how this is going to affect these small content creators. I'm a small content creator, just above 1,000 subscribers. You are a small content creator, even making $100 on this space. It's not easy. It's not something easy. So imagine if you are lucky to get that $100 and then you pay 50% out. What are you left with? It means that for you to be able to advance and get some nice gears, for you to shoot some nice content, it's not going to be possible. So I think the government should realize that they need to support this space for us to get to the same level as the people in the US, UK, people in China and any other places. They need to at least to make it easier for people to for content creators to get cameras, to get some good lightings. Right now you can see where I'm shooting I'm using my window. I think I can be able to show you. This is a lighting from my window. So I'm using light from my window so that I can be able to shoot this video to talk to you guys. So I can't afford to buy some good lighting. If you can be able to see my background, this is my the curtain. The curtain of my house was appearing on my camera. I didn't even see. So you can see my background, how it looks. So if we can at least give the space at least 10 years to grow, at least 10 years, 5 to 10 years for it to grow, and when it is at least stabilized, when content creators can be able at least to earn at least $1,000 from this space, then you can come with a but progressive, not just straight up overtaxing, at least progressive, but not overburdening. So that is what I needed to say. It is important for every single Kenyan to contribute to the development of the country. Very okay. No one is disputing that. 100%. We are not in any way saying or disputing pay taxes. All we are saying is, as content creators, allow us at least to get some grip on this space. In other countries, I have not heard of any other country that is taxing content creators. Not as I know. I haven't heard. And besides even the tax that is being asked for, we are paying for VAT when you buy these gears, when you purchase any item. The money that you are receiving, you are spending on this country. So each item that you buy is VAT enabled. So at the end of the day, you still pay tax. So it's like you're taxed left, right, center. Very unfortunate. So guys, that's one thing that I need to say. And then there is this other disturbing thing. Although they are saying it's eco levy for the sanitary towels and the sanitary pads, guys, there are some things that you don't even need to tax. Whoever is coming with these ideas, either they are afraid of thinking or they are short of ideas. There are so many other things that can be taxed. But when you drop tax on motor vehicle and then you tax diapers for children. Yeah, and Kugufanda just said it. It's like someone somewhere has realized that maybe they need to stop the population growth in this country. That's my thinking, and I need that. I agree with my friend that some group somewhere, they are thinking that they need to at least they need to discourage people from getting children, because when you tax diapers for children, really, like seriously. Why and they are saying that they are encouraging local manufacturers. How much are these local manufacturers producing? And if, for instance, the ones that are imported, they become too expensive, and the ones that are available locally, they become cheap, are they producing enough to cover the whole market? Certainly not. Are they of high quality? Are the quality of those sanitary towels and the diapers that are locally produced, are they of good quality? And even when they say that they are going to enable them to be able to employ more people, I can tell you for free that maybe those companies that are already being favored, they could somehow be belonging to some people in leadership, and then in one way or the other, someone somewhere have decided to do this so that they can be able to support their relatives or friends company to grow in the name of growing local companies. Yet that is not the case. Maybe they are just trying to support their friends, and then they will employ the children of their friends. So someone like me, if I go there and they have an opportunity, they will not employ me despite all the qualification. So this is what I think. It is not a genuine support. And even before they could even again get the capacity to be able to produce enough for the whole market. In the meantime, what will people be using? Will people stop? Will the monthly period stop? No. Will children stop? They want children to go back to napkins that as we were when we were growing up. I think in our generations we were using napkins. Are they now saying that people should now start using some crazy situation? So these things need to be, and those are just small items that are on this document. There are other items that people are not talking about. These are the only few items that I've serviced that Kenyans are talking about. There are more details that have not been exposed that Kenyans need to read from that document. And most so, what I have encouraged and I have challenged my followers and everyone that is going to see this video, read the budget. Let's start from the budget. Let's get to know what is in that budget. What is it saying? Which are the items that have been each item, and perhaps my colleagues in the accounting section and finance, it is our opportunity to audit this budget and make sure that tomorrow we will do the same. We'll do a live stream at a time like this, around, I think, what's the time today? Around 11. I will not start early. I will start my live stream around 11 after church. By that time, we should have gotten the budget and read it, and be able to make some pointers on every item so that we can be able to talk from a point of information. We can be able to say this item, this confidential 80 million for confidential use. What's that confidential that is using all that amount of money? Why would we use 400 million to renovate a state house? I think is state house not still habitable? The last time I was in state house, it was in good shape. So we can still continue the same way it is until we can be able to get enough funds to be able to support the renovation. In the meantime, we can do away with such expenses. Any expense that is not necessary, we can do away with it until such a time the economy can be able to support. That is the thing. If there is an item in that budget that can wait, we defer it. Deferred, we're using accounting terms, we defer some expenses to a later date. And then we only factor the ones that are at least necessary. Things like health. Health is a necessity. It's a basic need. Unhealthy nation is unproductive nation. We pay doctors, we employ teachers. At least education is a must. Health is a must. And make sure our agriculture is growing. And then I saw 10 billion for subsidized fertilizer. And you remember we had a fertilizer scandal. So we have not even audited the scandal and concluded what was really happening with around that scandal of fertilizer. And then we allocated another 10 billion on the same scandal. We are allocating 10 billion on the same fertilizer scandal. What does that mean? Who is benefiting from this 10 billion that is being allocated to subsidize fertilizer? Who are these people who are importing this fertilizer in the first place? Do we know the companies? Who are the directors of these companies that are importing this fertilizer? Who are they? Who are the directors? Who are the shareholders of these companies that are importing this fertilizer that is being subsidized? Because I think in my take is that perhaps the whole 10 billion is going to, because at the end of the day, you know, if you subsidize something, it means that maybe even they can inflate the price, because at the end of the day, they are going to get money back from the government. Let's say, for instance, if they importing fertilizer from Russia or Ukraine, it takes around 4,000 to get to Kenya. Then because the government is going to compensate you, you say that that fertilizer will cost 5,000. At the end of the day, you're going to be compensated for the whole cost, because government is subsidizing fertilizer. And this fertilizer does not even go to all the counties. So for like a northeastern part of this country where they don't use fertilizer, what is the subsidy to those people? If we are going to spend 10 billion to subsidize fertilizer, and northeastern people, they are not we need at least like even eastern they have not seen anyone farming with the fertilizer. So when we allocate 10 billion to go to such, and not everyone that is going to use that subsidized fertilizer, what does that mean? All right, guys, so we have been talking for the last 2 hours, so it's about time we end this live stream. I didn't expect that it will go that long, so at least thank you so much for staying tuned or encouraging me to go this far. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what is happening in our country, and we need to contribute to this discussion. Let not shy away from talking. Let not shy away from voicing our concerns. It is very important that we contribute to every action that is being taken in this country. Because as I normally say, that's an amazing channel this far. you're 1% of people succeed in life, and successful people look like you and Greater Majesty United. So thank you so much. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I really appreciate your love and support on this channel. Please do me that favor, share my videos with your friends and family, and let's continue growing the channel, because it is through you guys that I have been able to grow to this far, and I know real soon we'll be able to get to 5,000 subscribers. So do me that favor. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, and don't forget to share your thoughts on the comment section. Tell me what you think, if this movement, this Jay-Z family, Millennium family, they are justified, or they are just making noises. So guys, thank you so much. I would like to end at this point. Try to get hello, hi there, how are you? Please let me know where you're watching me from. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. My name is Young Kenyans. We are doing this live stream from Nairobi, Kenya. I was trying to explain why Kenyans must, or they will reject, or they have rejected the finance bill, why it is really unpopular. And as I explained, from the start, last year we had the same contestation where the same finance bill was subjected to a lot of debate, because many Kenyans was thinking that they are being overtaxed. And remember that time we had a Baba Raila Amolo Odinga supporting the whole discussion. But this time round, Baba is not in the equation. He is not there. Who do we have? The young people. They are the ones who are driving the discussion, and they are saying enough is enough. And so guys, thank you so being part of this family. So I wish to end this live stream from this point and say that it has been amazing to have you. We have been able to speak for the last 2 hours. I've never spoken in any platform for 1 hour straight. Sorry, 2 hours straight. So I really appreciate everyone that has made it possible. So continue sharing your thoughts on the comment section, and let's continue this conversation beyond this live stream. And please join my podcast, JM Count Live. And at the same time, I will also request you, if you can join my membership. I would really appreciate if you can be able to join my community. Feel free. If you can also send me a super chat, super thanks, I will appreciate your love and support. It will really mean a lot to me as I continue doing this content creation. So if you really love my content, you love what I do, you can support me. I'll appreciate every single support that comes from you guys. So thank you so much, guys. Unless you have any burning question, burning concern, I wish to end this from here. All right, so you have any concern, any question? There being none of questions or concerns, I hereby declare this live stream ended from now. Until next time, Stay safe, love one another, share love. Love is free, and I'll see you on my next video. Shalom and goodbye from JM Kaundu YouTube channel, coming live from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'll see you on my next video. Love, peace, and unity.